Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane. Make sure you check out my website, minds.com/Brett Keane. And also, if you'd like to support me, you can do a one-time donation through PayPal or become a scheduled subscriber to Patreon. Want to check out some articles, blogs, and videos that are not on YouTube? Then hit up minds.com. Well, I thought I would tell you guys a little story about how I ended up becoming friends with Onision for a while in the beginning of my YouTube experience, and basically where that took me and where I'm at nowadays. I started checking out Onision, and I remember the first video that he did. And I remember I was an atheist at the time. He made a video where he dresses up like a clown, and he was doing like this really dark, spooky music. And he basically started riffing and singing this like extremely horrific, rough song about his feelings and views about God. Now you have to be careful with Onision, because Onision is a guy who will one day make a video pretending to be a Christian. The next minute he'll act like he's some kind of hardcore atheist. Onision sees himself as many, many different characters. I always got the impression that he didn't actually know who he was. That's just my thought process. I think that he has like an idea of some of the things about himself that separate him from characters. But I think that he's been doing this for so long, he can't differentiate between who he actually is and who these damn things are. Just only by a little bit, maybe a minute. And I could be wrong. Maybe I'm perceiving it all wrong. Maybe he's a fucking genius sitting in his house laughing his ass off and whacking off the stupid video responses he gets from some of the dum-dums around the internet. Well, he got in trouble for a lot of different things. Apparently, he got in trouble because him and his wife used to do videos together, and apparently they broke up, and everybody thought it was their fucking business and to give him hell over it because he didn't want to be in a relationship anymore. That shows you how fucking stupid people are on the internet, that they actually think that they have some kind of right to tell you how you want to handle your relationships, your dating, your marriages, how to take care of your damn kids and all that. A lot of entitled people on the internet. Personally, I don't give a fuck if you marry 20 different people. If that's what you want to do, that's what you're going to do. I'm going to stay committed to my wife, though, and love her till the end of time and hopefully into eternity with God. But I'm just saying I don't give a rat's ass, but some people apparently do. So he meets another girl, and this girl, I don't know if it was fake. I don't know if it was real. Doesn't really matter. But supposedly she had a psychotic breakdown and shit, shaved all of her fucking hair off, looked kind of like Kojak. And she started going crazy, and then apparently she had to go to the hospital. According to the story Onision told, I was really getting to the point where I couldn't tell the difference between if the shit was real or not. Because Onision is really fantastic at creating fucking memorable characters. You don't know if the drama that you're watching is real sometimes, and I think that that's what makes him so popular and such a great entertainer. I'm not really sure that any of the drama that people throw at him even means worth the shit anyway. I think he's one of those guys, whether he's getting negative or positive publicity, he's always going to be fine with that, because the more views he gets, the more he's going to get paid. The more hate, the more love. Doesn't matter to him, just as long as he ain't losing his YouTube channel or his career is being affected in any kind of way. He doesn't seem to give a fuck about a reputation. And you know what? That is probably the best way of thinking about it whenever you're doing YouTube. If you're just simply wanting to be a clown and be silly and make money, that is probably, Onision is probably the master at his craft when it comes to that. So then there was this time where apparently he fucked up. He put a turtle in a blender or some bullshit. I don't know exactly how it happened. And because he was going with that whole idea that he's a vegan and he cares about animals and we're all a bunch of fucking rapist murderers if we kick a beaver or some shit, then people took it really, really serious. Oh my God, he fucking killed a turtle. No. I couldn't believe it. You know, had he, like, dropped 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into a fucking blender or fried them or melted them under the sun or whatever, I think that some of these people would have just lost their fucking mind and ended up having to commit themselves into the nearest insane asylum. You know, mistakes happen, people. I guess some people out there actually thought he killed the fucking turtle for real and then made a video about it so he could get some attention because he knew that it would be totally a shocker for the vegan to kill the fucking creature. I don't know. It could have been a fake putty turtle as far as I know. Like I said, Onision knows how to get people's attention. I always seen him as like a shock jock. That's what he does. So people started getting on to him about his comedy and some of the jokes that he told, and back then, I used to make like shitloads of videos. Every time some kind of dramatic thing would go down with Onision, I would make videos supporting him and defending him and trying to basically show relevancy between comedians and the difference between fantasy and reality. And a lot of people, they liked it. They appreciated my points and all that. And we really had good discussions about what is actually comedy and what's going too far, where do you draw the line, that kind of shit. And also it opened up a discussion on what people's favorite comedians were, entertainers, and just went all over the place, from Star Wars to fucking Pokemon to My Little Pony, you name it. We talked about everything. Well, Onision, he knew that I had supported him from the get-go. I liked his shit. I remember I got extremely mad at TJ for going after his ass a while back in the beginning. He tried to humiliate Onision, and I seen Onision as an entertainer, and I also assumed because of his God Clown video that he was an atheist. Watching atheists fight with each other in front of the world public at that time was embarrassing for me. It was humiliating to think that we, the group who were considered rational, logical thinkers, were acting like fucking children on the internet. It made me sick. It made me squirt a lot of shit because of that type of behavior. And unfortunately, that attitude, I think that was the start of this division between non-believers and who they're going to be and what club and who's going to do this and blah, blah, blah. A lot of teenagers out there that are in atheism. Did you know that the Pew Research and statistics state that most atheists are young kids and teenagers? No kidding. Sure, there's adults, but most of them are children or drugged up adults and shit who never grew up. It is what it is. I guess you're never too old to rock and roll. So Onision, he knew I was out there defending him. He knew I was supporting him. Onision decides he wants to make a video where he wanted to do live hangouts where he invited people who hated him into the room, and then he would invite people who supported him. And he reaches out to me. And he also reaches out to an old friend I used to have called Happy Cabby and says, hey man, would you come in and talk to these loon tunes who are shitting all over me for my entertaining comedy? I said, sure. I was more than fucking happy to come in. I loved coming into rooms and debating people, and now I've got a guy like Onision who's saying, Brett Keane is a fucking man. You can see that video. It's in Onision's archives. You can see that I'm in the hangout. I'm sitting on a fucking couch having a cigarette and fucking riffing on all these assholes who were giving him crap, and I destroyed them. It was easy. It was simple. Unfortunately, Happy Cabby was moderating, so he would cut people off, and even though he claimed to be my friend, he constantly cut me off in the discussion, but I still got a lot of good points out and destroyed the fucking mongrels that were in the room. Well, because I did so well, you would think that I would get put on like the fucking shoulders of all types of like athletes and, you know, have Gatorade poured on me and everything would be great and wonderful. Yay, I got to hang out with the popular Onision and defend him and all that kind of shit. Wow. Well, unfortunately, I woke up the next morning and my fucking YouTube channel was gone. The haters had come to my channel, and he had a good couple million of them. He's got more people that love him, but he's got a couple million assholes out there who hate him due to people like Mr. Repsian, who just so happens to be a banana follower, TJ, and a couple other little squirts like them who use Onision's name in order to get views and popularity. So I woke up and I found my channel gone. All those videos where I defended Onision, all the fucking videos I did having to do with religious debates and discussions, basically removed. I have it all archived and all in folders and all that, but man, it's fucking murder to try to re-upload all that kind of shit. So I call this the disc I have with all my old videos. I got rid of most of my atheistic videos, but ones where I had discussions and debates, I do keep in an archive called the Golden Tablets. That's what I call them. I don't know why. It just sounds good. Sounds holy and divine. So yeah. So I lost my fucking channel, and wouldn't be the first time. Sure as hell wasn't going to be the last time for Brett Keane. But I ended up going over to Twitter, and I used to have a big fucking Brett Keane Twitter account. Unfortunately, that shit went bye-bye when I decided I was going to love Donald Trump and support his ass. So I go over to Onision, and I'm like, Onision, I don't know if you noticed, because Onision's so busy and important, he didn't even bother to pay attention to what the fuck happened to my poor ass. And I said, dude, is there any way you can let my subscribers know that this is my new account, this is what's happening? And he says, I'm sorry, Brad, I don't really want to deal in the drama anymore. Apparently, after that video of us all defending him, he had made the decision he no longer wanted to talk about anything that had to do with that, which meant that my ass wasn't going to get mentioned, Happy wasn't going to get mentioned, and the people who defended him, basically, they would go non-existent. So now I'm back to zero on a fucking YouTube channel, and Onision's telling me, sorry, bro, can't help you, can't do shit. So I didn't get, intensely pissed off at him. Of course, it was sad. You lose a bunch of work and a bunch of time and shit. You know, you got to restart. So I just figured, you know what? You know, there's no point in trying to defend him, because if I do defend him and I do well, I'm going to end up fucking losing my shit again. So I decided to stay the fuck out of that bullshit. And basically also made the decision I'm not going to watch the fucking guy's videos anymore. Because if I see haters and trolls, it may inspire me to try to defend him again, and then what will I get out of it? I'm going to get caked, destroyed, and then he's not going to make any effort whatsoever to help me get any of the people that were already subscribed to my channel back. It is what it is. So nowadays, I been hanging out with a guy like Billy the Fridge and shit, and we talked a little bit about Onision and all that. Nothing negative, nothing bad. And I decided to go ahead and see what the hell Onision's up to. I noticed Mr. Repsian's running his shithole. And I guess the big thing nowadays is Onision apparently ended up buying him a new house, got him like some kind of wetlands area, decided to cut down some trees, fuck some shit up. And a bunch of people are making a big fucking deal out of it. And I'm not really sure why. You know, I understand that some areas are environment areas are supposed to be protected. And let's say Onision, whether he deliberately or accidentally or unintentionally fucked the whole area up for whatever justifications and reasons he's done. I don't understand why Mr. Repsian's making like 2-hour videos to him and shit, and video after video of calling him all kinds of names and saying, yeah, he deserves jail and all this kind of bullshit. It's like, really? Are you serious? See, where I'm from, when you buy fucking property, when you buy real estate, a home or a place like that, we don't have too many wetlands where I'm at. But if we feel like there's a fucking tree in the yard or something's in our way, or we don't like something on our own property that we paid good money for, we ain't got no issue with just pulling out a chainsaw and just taking it out. In fact, if we got people who annoy us enough and come on our property giving us shit, we might pull the chainsaw out just for their fucking benefit. So, I mean, that's just the way we do things down here. That's the way we roll. So I get it. Every time the motherfucker even looks wrong at the camera or does whatever the hell he says and shit, he's gonna get fucked over about it. And that's that. I guess that's the way the nature of the beast is, you know. It still amazes me that after all this fucking time, he's still managing to do things. Of course, this video only has like 30,000 views. It looks like he's being damaged by YouTube as well. I have a feeling that a lot of people like Onision and many others, popular or not, are on their way out of YouTube. Because YouTube doesn't care too much about its support, its people,